Hey guys, Mike the Vapor again here doing another juice review for you. Got this sent out from Inspector11vapes. Great guy, sent me loads of juice to review. Once I'm done with the reviews, I've been giving it away on Twitter. So this one that I'm going to be doing today is Cookie Monsta. Now, Keith's been banging on about this one for ages. I think he got quite excited when he made it. I was really looking forward to trying it. He sent some out to me in the post the other day. I'll tell you a bit of a backstory about it. Basically, I got a new Typhon sent from our good friends over in China, and when it arrived, the liquid arrived on the same day, so I was quite keen to get it going. Built the Typhon up, or Typhon, whatever you want to call it. Built that up with a twisted micro coil, and it came in at about 0.6 ohms. Filled her up, vaped it, and at first it was vile. That's nothing to do with the juice, that's to do with the fact that this thing was covered in machine oil. I had given it a clean, but obviously not enough. I've not had any atomizers that came this dirty for a while. So it made me feel bleh. So I stripped it down, cleaned it again, did the same problem. So I got a bit annoyed, as you can imagine. Stripped it all down, boiled it, put it in a pan of water, boiled it. You could actually see a layer of grease on top of the water that was coming off this thing. But unfortunately I was flying off to Spain the following day, so I didn't get a chance to really give it a try, because I built it back up and it was leaking like mad. And that's probably just down to the fact that I've not built one of these for a little while. So I took it apart again, put it in some boiling water, let it seep overnight, let everything get in there, stripped it right down, and left it soaking in some water while I was away for a week. Came back and fingers crossed that was everything off it. So I built it back up again and started vaping it. Now, the coil that I built the first time, it blew my head off with this thing. It was too much. So I decided to go with a lower resistance coil. This is the first plus ohm coil that I've vaped for, I don't know, maybe 18 months? No, 12 months I'd say. So it's taken a bit of getting used to this liquid with this coil, because I'm used to pressing a button and it firing in seconds. Like this is my K-Fun running at 0.6 or so ohms on my Caravella, and if you listen, straight away, big cloud. Like, I mean, literally less than a second draw. Loads of vapor. This one, however, is about 1.3 maybe. It is a parallel coil that I've just wrapped myself in. It's not the neatest of coils, but it actually heats up quite quickly compared to how I was expecting it to. But when there's liquid on it, it's taking its time. So I'm going to vape this now, and then I'll give you a bit of a rundown on the actual liquid and what I think of it. But just to let you know, I don't think I've given this a proper try yet, because it's not used to what I'm not used to the build with it. So I'll show you now. If you listen, it took a little while to heat up. So I'm going to vape it, and you'll see the difference in cloud production. Nowhere near as enough. So that was a decent one, but I had to draw it a fair few times. However, I am getting a good representation of the flavour. The last few days I think I've had a touch of vapor's tongue, because while I was away I was vaping the same juice over and over and over and over, and it was getting on my nerves. When I came back I picked that up and I couldn't really taste anything, so I was like, oh Christ, what have I done here? But having had it sat here for the last 24-48 hours while I've been vaping on the Grape Expectations, I've got a flavour now with it, which is good. It's different than I was expecting it to be. With the name Cookie Monster, I presumed it was going to be like a chocolate chip cookie, something like maybe a digestive with a bit of chocolate. So I don't know why I got that in my head that it was going to be a chocolatey type biscuit. But having looked on the website, I don't think it is. I think it's more geared towards a custard cream. I could be wrong again there, but I think it's a custard cream. Vaping it there, it tasted better than I've had previously. I don't know if it's because it's been left wicking. I don't know if it's because the vapor's tongue's disappeared or anything like that. But I'm going to give it a good go, and then I'm going to give you a rundown on it. I can actually smell it in the air here now, which is a bit mad. So I'm going to give it a really, really proper good vape, get a massive mouthful of it, and then we'll have a chat. At first, as I say, I wasn't a fan of this, but these last couple of vapes here now have actually been really nice. It's a lot sweeter than I was expecting it to be, but quite nice. It's the one of those that I think I would find it a bit sickly after a while. It reminds me of like a sugar biscuit, something with quite a lot of sugar in it. I'm not a huge biscuit kind of guy. I do like the odd cookie or the odd something, but I like them with chocolate on them. So with this one, it's not my ideal biscuit of choice. But saying that, it is nice. If you take away out of your head that it's a biscuit and you just vape it, it's a nice flavour. It's very sweet. The smell's great, actually. It smells lovely in here now. And I think with the right coil, I would get even more flavour. I do feel a bit bad reviewing it now because this isn't my ideal setup. But unfortunately, I broke my Trident, so I can't do any dripper tests. The only other one I've got is my iGoL, which the air hole's tiny on it. And the resistance is a little bit lower. So don't get me wrong, it's a very, very nice vape. I do think it's really nice. Not my biscuit of choice, and it took me a little bit by surprise when I got it because I was expecting it to be a chocolate chip cookie just from the name. But that's me making assumptions before I've asked any questions. The nicotine hit on it as well when it was first built on a really low coil killed me. Which is why I stepped it up a little bit with this one, but I think I need to find somewhere in the middle because although it is an 8mg juice, it's not hitting as hard as, say, this one, which is understandable because this is a much hotter coil that's burning. For anybody out there that likes their savoury and sweet kind of things, I like very sweet fruits, whereas this is a sweet savoury. I think you're going to love it. I think you're really, really going to like it. It's another one of those liquids that, again, it doesn't burn down too quick. It's a 50-50 PG, VG. But with me having it on a coil like this, it's lasting ages. I mean, this was filled up. God, when was this filled up? This is when I got back from Spain, which was Thursday morning. I haven't vaped it loads, but I have given it a good few tries, and it's pretty much still full. It wicks really well. It's not leaked in this, which I'm amazed at because everything else that I was building in here leaked like mad. I think maybe because it's a bit thicker with the extra VG that it's, yeah, I'm just double checking it. It's 50-50, yeah. I think it's holding its wick better. What I think I'm going to do as well is build this back up, but with stainless steel mesh. I've never done a mesh build before, but the Typhon actually come with some, and I'm looking forward to trying it on that because it's going to make that flavour even stronger. I feel like I'm waffling on now, so I'm going to stop. But yeah, another good juice from Inspector11vapes. Really nice stuff. Can't say I would vape it all day, but that's just because it's not my personal flavour preference. As you probably know, I like my aniseed-based juices. I like my aniseed with fruit in them. I love his blue barb and custard. I've gone through it a few times, but yeah, get some of that as well. I think they could complement each other quite nicely. One very sweet. One very sweet fruit, one very sweet savoury. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. Inspector11vapes.co.uk. Use my discount code, which is MTV11, get you 10% off. Follow me on Twitter at Mike the Vapor, and give Keith a shout as well at Inspector11vape on Twitter. I'll put it all in the description. Anything you need, give me a shout, and I'll be back soon with some more reviews. See you later, guys.